this sport. Ohio State versus Michigan. The scarlet and gray versus the maize and blue. To many fans on both sides, this is a one-game season. Ohio State, of course, defending national champions, but Michigan has bragging rights. They've beaten their rivals the last 4 times. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Wolverines offense comes on the field first today. Well, Michigan versus Ohio State. Don't have to say too much more, but a lot was said after last year's Wolverine victory in Columbus. A lot of jawing. Buckeyes eventually use that as fuel to go on and win the national championship.
Usually when Ohio State and Michigan get together, not only the emotions, but the line of scrimmage decides the outcome of the game. And last year was no different. Michigan, to their credit, Mason Graham and company, dominating Ohio State's run game, pressuring the quarterback, and that's what eventually led them to a victory. They didn't have a whole lot going for their own offense, but their defense was dominant. And the Buckeyes, in my opinion, I think they used that loss as a springboard to their next 4 games in a national championship. Cannot wait to see the emotions on this field and what the results are of this year's game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Trying to convert with a sneak. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Wolverine starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Motion now from the tight end. On the run, it's Haynes. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country, and he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football. Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They're going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking for a gap, it's Jackson. Spins away from defenders. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
2nd down after that previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab! They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense. The
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
I mean, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for 6. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it, no problem. And the game is now tied.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Gets the first and still running. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Wait, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne, going back to Elvis Grbac, and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
He'll throw it now. And the receiver's got it. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And that's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the catch. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Punt team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Tailback takes the handoff again. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the option play here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. And it's good right down the middle. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down play coming up. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. He'll lose 5 on the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. To throw, it's Sayin. Scrambling and throwing it deep. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Toss play to the outside. Finding space at the 20. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. The sure hands. It's Hansen. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Throwing off play action. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Back to throw. It's Sayin. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a shotgun run call. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Sayan. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, they've had great continuity, done a nice job of mixing the run with the pass. Here, one of their first mistakes on the drive, a dropped pass, and now a 4th down.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. And the field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On the ground, it's Haynes. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This will likely be the last play of the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Wolverines will kick this deep to begin the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Handoff heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Simpson. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. They'll try to run for the first down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fielded near the 20. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. What a spin move. He's in the clear now. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Bringing pressure. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's McCulley. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Back's got it again. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's in the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this Buckeye team, Kirk, beginning to flex now and pulling away from their arch rivals right here.
Well, they seem to win every one-on-one matchup, whether it's the offensive line being able to win, getting a hat on a hat, the backs being able to get out in space one-on-one, or these receivers getting downfield. The athletic ability of the Buckeyes on full display.
See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Makes the grab. It's McCulley. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Second down after that short completion. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The Wolverines have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch! And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Tight end goes in motion. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. 5-yard penalty makes it first and 15 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch downfield. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. And the Wolverines will line up here on first down and goal. Ball handed off. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So what's the play call? It's fourth and goal from the 3. And he drops back in the gun. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Michigan. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. QB starts the drive with a keeper. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. A gain makes it second and medium. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Looking deep down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Nice grab. It's McCulley.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
3rd down play for this offense. They try to sneak it for the first.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. Looking for a man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it with room to run. Tackle, but first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to chuck it again. He escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Wow, that's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
7th play of the drive coming up. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Toss it to the back, running left. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Graham. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Now the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. On the run, it's Peoples. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. And they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. And he takes it around the 20. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And the quarterback keeps it here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a first and 10. He's going to hand this off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Simpson. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
And the Wolverines begin a new series here. First and 10. They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Crowd really getting into it here in the final minute. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Hand off to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he booms it through from 59 yards out.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives him the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And the back gets the football. Has the first down and more. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Dropping back, it's Sayan. Catch made in space, look out. Now a late timeout is taken, 6 seconds showing on the clock. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. Now a late timeout is taken, 6 seconds showing on the clock. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This to deadlock the game here in the final minute. He knocks it through with confidence. And the game is tied here in the final seconds.
Man, calm, cool, and collected. No doubt. Pressure is on. He delivers. I think we're looking at overtime here.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. And the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second and goal play, spot the ball at the 9. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Now they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Scanning the field, it's saying. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Boy, nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Lost the ball short of the goal line. And the defense comes up with the football. So what an entertaining battle here today. But in the end, Kirk, the number 1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much. And you make some mistakes that you don't normally do. And I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.